A word for Sunday, the 15th of November. Reckoning. We've had a strange year, and for the first time we bypassed an almost universal rite of passage this year in Wales, the end of school exams. Exams are supposed to test what we know, but maybe all exams really test is memory. When our faith is tested, it is not a memory test. If you're sick, someone close to you is sick, or you've lost someone close, what you can remember is not always helpful. And if we're under pressure, or you may lose your job, or you're unemployed, you don't need to memorize from the Bible. You need grace. We need to know Him, Jesus, in whom we have believed. In the first chapter of Zephaniah, the prophet warns that there will be a reckoning. The inhabitants of Jerusalem he addressed could probably recite prayers and liturgy, but the reckoning of God accounts for those who know Him, who were consecrated and were invited to the sacrifice. Jesus invites us to His perfect sacrifice. We trust that He made that sacrifice in our place and rose from the dead to prove it was for us. Paul's first letter to Thessalonians warns, be sober, protect your heart and your thoughts, guard your spirit by rejoicing as a child of God. When I was a student, I couldn't memorize and I wasn't sober often, but I did find I had to understand what I was learning and practice practical things. And I learned more in 6 months in a hospital lab than 3 years of lectures, study and seminars. Jesus taught practical things, not theory and philosophy. Just as children will be assessed this year by their work, children of God will be reckoned by who they serve, not how much they can remember. Remembering lessons is religion. Serving Jesus is freedom in the Spirit. And Matthew 25 warns, don't hide our riches, invest in others. The true riches of the kingdom are love, prayer, hospitality, encouragement, patience and grace. We invest these in our family, friends and community, at home, work, in church, in the street, shops and cafes of Llandafri. We invest knowing that there will be a reckoning. This should not be a reckoning to fear, but to welcome, because our God is a loving Father. Our love for each other is noticed by God. He recognises and reckons up our acts of service as love for Him and stores up His rich love for us. So my word to encourage you today is, there will be a reckoning.